All right, well, hi friends, welcome back to the SidePod. As somebody in chat
Hello.
says, apologies for being late, but this is how Lando Norris felt during his pit stop. Ooh, a very boring race suddenly became quite tasty towards the end. But welcome, friends. How we doing? How we feeling? How's everyone? Everyone in chat
We're
also.
feeling angry.
Yes. Oh, I think Sherry mainly
How
feeling
it
angry.
matters. How it matters how I'm feeling. Only Lando Norris's feelings matter.
Yeah, that's true.
How it matters how I'm feeling.
Oh man, but
Fastest race in F1 history, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
went.
crazy.
But yeah, I mean,
I mean,
what 1 hour
Monza
15?
without a safety car gets over
Don't don't
like
try to
that.
distract us from all the McLaren cans,
We'll,
Arjun.
we'll talk about McLaren.
We'll talk about
We
it.
talk
But
about
Sherry, none of
McLaren.
that would have affected your boys. Like none of that would have made
Yeah,
a difference.
I
I.
have brought some crazy Lewis stats for you.
Oh wow.
Very
Of
good.
course, of
Of
course.
course, of course.
I
We
have
would
no
expect nothing
stats. I
No,
less.
have
but
only bad merch.
lots of max stats this weekend. Na? Fastest lap of all time.
Yeah,
Lots
Yeah,
of
it is
Monza lap
particularly
record also,
fitting
no? Hmm.
like
yeah,
that.
Monza
He
lap record.
blitzed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
But quite
he was on
interesting
a
over the
different level.
weekend. Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And
And one interesting thing about his whole race also is that, like, even though Red Bull brought a small, tiny upgrade to Monza, most of the pace, even Max said he got on setup.
yeah,
And then, like, he basically trimmed down that rear wing. So it was like so fine,
yeah,
almost like flat.
Yeah.
And even Lauren Mackey has commented that, like, he put the car in a very different setup direction, and we're wondering what is going on. But man, that guy can control a car
yeah.
like no one else, and like to finish 20 seconds in front in a car that clearly this year has been oftentimes like the fourth fastest car is insane.
Okay.
Another clinic.
But okay, so now question, because so this is obviously I love Max. Everyone now, before all the comments saying, "Oh, why Max hater? Why you're doing all this?" But there is something to be said for the illegal overtake lap one, give
Hmm.
position back when convenient, and then overtake
Mm,
again.
mm, mm.
I think
That's
some
that's
regulation has to be
racecraft.
made for that.
That's
Yeah, yeah. No, I fully
It's
agree. It's
yeah,
great
yeah.
racecraft within the confines of the regulation, but
yeah.
thoda limit you have to give, yaar, ki within 3 corners or 5 corners or whatever you give
Yeah.
the place back. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It reminds me of Felipe Massa and Lewis Hamilton in that 2008
Yeah.
Belgian
Eight.
Grand Prix, was
Yeah.
it? Like where like Lewis gives the place up like just at the start of that start finish straight and
Yeah.
then like takes the position back like immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, though, hats off to him. He can push the boundaries as much as possible. And then similarly, like, at the start of the race when Norris gets pushed off the track a bit,
Hmm.
Norris has to make that corner for Max to be able to give the position back.
Yeah.
Like, he also is
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
playing within the rules so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
that he
yeah.
also knows that like Max has to, if I don't make this
If I
corner,
don't make the corner, then yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Max keeps this position.
Yeah.
So like he finds himself in a very weird
Yeah.
situation. But these guys are all about pushing the rules. Like best this like a showcase of that was Alonso following Bortoleto
Oh
into the
yeah.
pits.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit.
That,
Yes.
Oh, ho,
that
ho,
was
ho.
that is the 1,000 IQ level, and then overtakes him in the pits. It's a pity that his race had to come to an end, but that was also like those fine
Like
edges of
on the
Formula One.
limit.
Absolutely on the limit. Too
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And so unfortunate after doing all that, the suspension breaking on curb is
Yeah,
just
yeah. It's
wild.
just oof. Oof.
But
So,
yeah, tasty throughout the weekend. Again, biggest disappointment again for me. I saw the quali FP1, FP2. I was like, come on, Williams, let's
mm.
go. This is the day. This is the weekend,
Yeah.
and
No,
such
Albon had
such
a great
disappointment.
race,
Albon
though.
had a good race, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, considering what the pace looked like at the start, again, I think it was just them.
But
And
hey,
again,
man, if you want a stat, they have got more points this season than, if I'm not mistaken, 2014 to 2024.
yeah,
Is the
this is
stat
true.
that I
Oh,
read. Yes, or 2016 to 2024. Sure, chat will correct me, wrong, but something like
Yes.
last 8-9 seasons combined. This season.
That's right.
So
Guys, we need to
thanks a lot,
rename.
man.
We have to rebrand this show. It is
I
now
mean,
the StatPod. All
That
right.
show, the
The
stat
stat
The
pod.
StatPod.
The stat
Change the
pod.
logo.
Yeah.
Change the logo. Come on.
It's the
And
stat
he's
pod.
also
I
ahead
am
of
changing the logo. In fact,
Antonelli
Fuck
in
it.
the points, yeah. I mean,
ooh,
which I think is
Albon.
Alex. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty amazing. I mean, like,
I mean,
Yeah. Made the
to
strategy
Rohan's
work,
point on
Albon.
like
Yeah.
the points gap and like Azeem feeling disappointed that Williams did not like showcase its
yeah,
potential. It just goes to show how fast expectations can change in this sport.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like insane how now I think Alex was talking about Monza being similar to Miami, where on pace they beat Ferraris. And on
Yeah.
pace, they beat a
yeah.
Mercedes and everything. And then to not have that because of the stupid qualifying that they had or
Yeah.
whatever was pretty insane. What do we think about the Alex versus Sainz battle, though?
Mm,
Because now I feel like there's that gap between them, which at one point seemed like it was very friendly and like all of that. But
yeah.
now like Alex is stamping his
Yeah.
authority on
Yeah. Full
this
on.
Also,
intra-team
Carlos is
battle.
pretty pissed off. Like you could tell he was on the radio. So they asked him to pass and he was not happy. And
Yeah.
like, despite them being on different strategies and so on.
He had some
That.
battery
Uh,
issue with this car also or
yeah.
something.
And
Right.
I
Yeah.
just feel like he's
Hmm.
also making a lot of mistakes that he doesn't normally make, right? Like, I mean, in terms of, I think there is a bit of a spiral happening that
Not
you
so
can
smooth
see.
operating is happening,
Yeah,
basically.
not so smooth operating is happening.
See, one can say the Zandvoort one where he gets tagged by
That was the very
Yeah,
bad
that
Lawson
was
crash.
just
and
bad.
Yeah.
that is bad. And then here again, Behrman
It felt
and
more like
him sort of.
Sainz's fault here, though.
Yeah.
I
At
think
Yeah,
this
this
I
was
point,
don't know
just
why they
them.
gave Behrman
but
the
Yeah,
penalty.
Science basically transferred the juju, the bad juju onto Behrman this time. Where this
Yeah.
time Behrman was like, hey, me? Why? Why are
And
you
Behrman was actually
penalizing
having a
me?
great race.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they were just too scared. They were like, we can't do it again.
This time he won't ask to
Hmm.
see us. He'll just show up.
Yeah,
He'll show up in the
that's right.
steward's room.
Towards, yeah. Yeah.
Guys,
He's not asked for a meeting. He's going to
That was
drive straight
hilarious.
into the steward's room.
Guys, I have tweaked the logo, so whenever you are bringing up stats, I will make it StatPod. All right, just
Okay.
tell me.
Amazing.
But good, interesting quali as well. The Lando scare in Q2 was like I was like, shit, this guy's actually going out in Q2, but managed to pull it through. And
He got
again,
a healthy toe from Oscar Piastri,
Yep.
which
yeah.
basically made
Mm.
him into that. But it was like too many mistakes again in qualifying from Lando. Like he
Yeah.
locked up the brakes going into the
Yes.
thing. And credit to him for like getting it done on the absolute last opportunity. But it shouldn't
Yeah.
really have come to that, especially since they were looking so good the whole weekend
Yeah. But yeah,
leading up to
it's
that.
but
Can we just
the
discuss the slow pit stop, guys? I'm dying to.
okay, chalo, let's go. Goss, fight.
Goss.
Papaya Goss.
Papaya goss. Papaya goss.
Uh,
Man,
so
that just felt dirty.
yeah, it just everything I've been saying that they slyly favor Lando and all here, it was not sly at all. It was like fully like
The
out
Zach
there.
And of
Brown
course,
favoring Lando Norris memes are so
just
good.
so
Yeah,
funny.
Some of
yeah.
them are like really,
Yeah.
So good.
on point.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was just wild because I mean, I can get the whole, like to compare to the earlier to Hungary and then say, oh, this was similar and we're in the same situation, which makes no sense. And
Yeah.
then this whole, I mean, props to Oscar for being so
Yeah,
zen
mature
about the
about it,
whole
yeah.
thing, mature about it. And
Yeah.
now he's even backed them saying, oh, it was fair because he's had the weekend and all, because obviously internally
Yeah.
they've discussed it. But I mean, I was livid for him. I was like, how are they doing this?
Yeah. It's just if you're doing that, then they should have just first pitted Norris first and given
Yeah.
him the priority. Um But
And
yeah,
of course,
it's
there
just
was Max
awful.
Mommy in there putting.
Oh,
Is it
Oh
like
my God.
Max Mommy in there? Like, huh? What? Because he had a slow pit stop.
this is the first time I have heard gossip on team radio. I've never seen.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's none of our business.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
not.
yeah. And no, one sec. While giving him the news, also he knew there was no need to give that news.
Give
Okay,
that news.
but you
Yeah.
were just like, bro, you're not going to. It's very like you text your friend, bro, you're not
Oh
going
my
to
God.
believe I'm sitting here right now, and
It
these two
was
guys are
that kind of a
fighting.
Max is
performance
like, bro,
from
I've
Max,
seen
though.
replay
Like,
already.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
he had such an advantage. It kind of felt like 2023 all over again. It's like, oh man, that guy is just getting away,
Yeah.
getting away, getting away, getting away. And then, like, by the end, he has enough time that he's probably, already
Yeah.
planning his sim racing for the
Exactly.
evening
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
It's like,
He's already thinking about the
yeah.
setup of that car.
That, yeah. Oh, वो भी उसमें भी try कर. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the jokes of the no risk full push.
Oh,
Yeah.
And eventually did that, huh? Did the fastest lap.
He
What a
did.
guy.
Yeah.
Also,
Like-
I think just again happy to have GP back, no? Like,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
now you're just chatting
Yeah.
shit with your bro on the radio.
Technically home race for GP, like he is
Yeah.
Italian
Yeah.
heritage. He
Yeah.
does have, yeah. Though, like, I mean, I feel like this whole papaya rule situation is such a rarity in sports. Like, it goes
Yeah.
against every
Yeah.
athlete's
Yeah.
natural instinct. Every athlete who's at this level. I mean, also ran like all Formula One. We're talking about the cutthroat of the cutthroat. They have to curb so many of their natural instincts to let somebody else through. Their whole mentality is win at all costs. It's like the most ruthless sort of mentality that you need to have to excel. And so, the fact that Oscar Piastri has to curb it, and Lando Norris has to curb it, and Andrea Stella has to manage this situation. Across sports, I feel like this fair play. Our friend Aditya Bhatt joked about the IPL Fair Play Award that McLaren is going for.
Yeah.
Which was damn funny. It's like,
But
yeah,
I just feel
it's
like it
hard
was
to
so
do.
unfair at
Very
the
hard to do.
end. Like, how is it?
How-
Like, I was like, you're not
Yeah.
even being fair. Like, that's the
And
whole
how
point.
many
Like,
such situations would they have decided this for?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
have
exactly,
they
right?
have
Yeah.
How
they
many situations they
imagined?
gamed out?
Yeah,
Also,
have they
what are
ga-
you essentially telling your driver, right? That you
Yeah.
can sort of fuck up.
Yeah.
Like you're essentially giving him latitude that like an F1 driver should in a way not have. Like you want your driver to be
Yeah.
like, listen, or your team rather, not even your driver. Your
Yeah.
entire team's this thing should be, guys, you cannot give an inch, you cannot take an inch, right?
Yeah.
Like if you fuck up, you have to carry that on your back.
Yeah.
For
Like, to
sure.
the next sort of thing. Now you're telling one side of the garage that you actually have latitude. Like
Yeah.
where you can get a wrong pit stop, you can get a this thing. We'll find some.
You can screw up in
Boom, फिर
Q2.
के-
We'll make your other
We'll make your
driver
other
give you a
driver
toe.
give you
Like-
like what is
Yeah.
this?
But we had this before also, now where in fact a few races ago, Oster got that penalty that was very unfair, and he was like, "This is unfair,
Yeah,
and can I have the
yeah.
place back?" And they were like, "No, no,
Yeah.
you can't
And
have the
they
place
said
back."
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But here it was it's just saving face, na ki, oh, we fucked up the pit stop, and we shouldn't have done
that's
this.
the thing. Like, if a team is fucking up, then it's on the team. It had nothing
Yeah.
to do with the instructions that were given earlier or the kind of agreement that they had that, okay, he's not going to undercut or whatever. But I mean, given the situation, there's no way he was making it out. And
But
like,
you think
it
every
just
time
made
you think every time Oscar's in a shitty place like this, he just in his head has this moment of, okay, at least I'm not at Alpine. And he just sort of like just swallows it all down and then
Yeah.
just sort of keeps going.
Yeah. At least I'm
No,
not
I
UP
think
Soda.
he's just so freaking confident that he's like, you know what, screw it. I'll make it up and I'll still be world champion. I think he has that kind of mentality, which is why he kind of can let things go easily and still not like he's not, mentally affected by it. You still see that he's solid when something goes wrong. Also, he's not like completely
sure.
unhinged or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I mean, obviously, we didn't hear any of Lando's radio, but I'm guessing he was obviously unhinged on the radio saying, guys, please give
No,
it
he didn't.
back.
No,
or
he
he
didn't.
did?
He
No,
said
no, he
nothing.
didn't.
He said
Oh, he didn't?
nothing. To the
Oh, he
end, he
didn't.
said nothing. He did not
Oh.
reply to a single radio message till the end.
And even
Hmm.
at the end, after the race, he was like,
But,
nobody likes
yeah,
winning this way
so-
or coming P2 this way.
No,
or
but
whatever.
I think very unsportsmanlike of him to not thank Oscar, I thought. Like, I mean, or to acknowledge it. Like to say that I have a great teammate and,
I think he acknowledged
Despite
it a bit. It wasn't like he disrespected Oscar, but it wasn't like over the top either.
no,
Which,
but it was like a
you
very
know,
like I team fucked up. Yeah, they made a mistake. They rectified it. Kind of sitch. It wasn't oh he sacrificed his
yeah.
position for me kind of situation.
I mean,
And
also have sorry, carry on.
he did it pretty easily, is what I was gonna say. Like it's not like Oscar fought for like 20 minutes. Was like nahi, ye, nahi. He was like, I don't agree with it, but okay, if you insist, I'll do it. Like
Like you remember that time where they were like last year they were like Lando,
yeah,
Lando,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
hey
yeah,
Lando,
yeah,
hey
yeah,
Lando,
yeah. Like,
hey सुनना, hey
yeah.
देना, hey
Th-
hey
This
Lando,
is
yeah,
hey
this
radio
is
तेरा चल रहा
this
है ना
is
Lando?
for this is for the team, please.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, this
just
is gonna
yeah,
think,
yeah,
affect the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
season
like
yeah,
and
yeah,
our whole
exactly.
family and
yeah,
that.
Like
yeah.
itna, and Oscar was just like,
I mean,
But okay, so
is there something to be okay? Like, let me also play the other end on this,
Mm.
especially given that I'm a McLaren fan. Like, I remember a very recent sort of close world championship, and the 2016 world championship comes to mind, right? Where you have
Mm.
two amazing teammates who've been teammates for a while as well. So even Lando and Oscar have been teammates, and Nico and Lewis had been teammates at that time
Yeah.
for a while as well. And take the context of their relationship. They started out in karting together. They were like best of friends. They were hanging out all the time or whatever. And there were many moments in the 2016 season where team orders, like the ones that McLaren has been given its drivers, were completely ignored by
yeah,
either of them. And you didn't give two fucks about each other's championship. And it became quite nasty in the end with the pit crews and all of that and everything, and became so fractious and so intense that not only did that relationship crumble entirely, like Rico and Lewis, who were till then like very
yeah,
good
best
friends
friends.
and
Yeah,
everything, best friends and everything, but also like Nico Rosberg decided he didn't want to be in F1 anymore. Like he literally retired,
yeah.
from the sport that, Monday after Abu Dhabi, in 2016. And I'm interested to see, like, given how close this championship will be, it's like imagine the situation where we are in Abu Dhabi and a pit stop fuck up happens, and there's 3 points in the World Drivers'
Yeah,
Mhm.
Championship to
exactly.
happen. You know, how are they going to play this out while like keeping both drivers happy, keeping the team atmosphere,
brother, nothing. There will be a
present,
shot of suddenly this radio flying out of a car,
yeah,
and wires and all,
yeah,
and
yeah.
headed to the metal. It's very
Like
straightforward.
it's going to be so hard to sustain this. Such
I
a
don't think it's
rarity in
gonna go
sports.
down that far. I think Oscar's
No,
gonna
no,
take
these
it.
guys are playing with fire right now. So
Yeah.
either Oscar has this confidence to be like in two races, it's going to be 65 points, and
Yeah,
there's
and
just
then they
going to
Yeah,
be
have to
yeah,
no
back
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
yeah,
thing,
no
yeah,
doubt.
or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
So
or I
yeah,
mean, it gets very tasty then if like Oscar, because see the thing is in the Lando's had his share of bad luck as well with the
Yeah.
DNF and all of that. I think every driver at some point in the season is going to have one of those. It's very rare that you
Yeah,
go like one time you'll
Yeah.
get taken out for no
yeah,
reason.
yeah.
You will
for
have one,
sure.
if I remember
I feel
the
like the biggest keyed up person in this world championship between Lando and Oscar is going to be Max.
Max.
100%,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Like, yeah,
100%.
Which is what we're here for.
100%.
This
Of
is what we're
course.
here for.
Of course. Chaos engine.
Yeah.
this is going to be so entertaining because those
And
guys are going to be
possibly
battling
Sumdi
for.
mein Kumadi mein show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So those are the
Yeah,
guys. So Max will just be bitching about them
Dude, yeah,
live.
yeah,
You
yeah.
saw that
Max
line
to
he took into the
has
corner or what?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
he has full
loser.
Max has full मैं तो ना सहता है energy. Like maximum energy है मैं उधर तो ना भाई मतलब.
I mean, in fairness, actually उसके साथ ये होगा भी नहीं because his teammate is in 18th. So if he has a 6-7 pit
But do we
stop,
think any other team could pull this off? Like, where, say, two
I think
drivers are
Ferrari would
close.
find a way to make it worse.
Yeah.
I think Ferrari would find a way to make it worse.
Without fighting for a world championship, they're
Yeah.
already doing it.
No,
Yeah,
Ferrari would find
Yeah,
a
yeah,
way. They would be
But
like, okay,
I feel like you have to completely ditch team orders. Like in this situation, you have to make it two garages are
Mano y mano.
independently
Yeah.
functioning, and now may the best man win kind of situation. I don't think this like is ever going to work because, as you said, how many conditions can you have for how many different scenarios, right? Like, I mean, like now today
What
it's
are the
day
permutations?
this, yeah.
Yeah.
Then something else happens, that guy be like, but now I have this, so now please, I want like to pass. Then, like, how does that work?
It does
Yeah. Who
not.
is
Yeah,
inventing
tell
this
us, chat.
papaya
Y'all
rule
also
book?
tell us in chat,
Like,
papaya underrated papaya rules that are there
or
that we don't know
otherwise
Yeah.
about.
publish, like they need to publish the rule book so we are all up to speed on what's
Aware.
Like,
allowed, what's
yeah.
not allowed,
Yeah.
and
I want to see this just in general play out across like the McLaren garage, right? Like where both of them reach the fridge at the same time. And there's only one last bottle of cold water. Right? Like, who
Yeah.
gets it? What is the rule? That
And
is the
then
Great,
one
great
of them
idea from the
grabs
social media team, by the way, right? They
one
should
of them
totally do that.
grabs it
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
gets a voice in his ear saying, "Please, yaar, last year Lando had taken the
yeah,
last bottle. Now you can't do this to him.
There's
Please."
this
Please.
insane 2007 Vodafone commercial which features Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. And it's got that song, Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better.
Okay.
And it's like literally all these situations,
yeah,
like the one that you talked about. Like there's only one thing in the fridge, and they're at a stop sign and everything. And it's a really, really funny commercial. If people who are watching, Google it. It's hilarious. And it ends with them sitting in a sauna, and like Mika Hakkinen is like lording over them, saying like, I was
Yeah.
the best before you
Yeah.
guys show up.
Nice.
It's like really funny one.
Sharon
Yeah,
has a
but those two.
good one. If Lando DNFs, then Oscar has to retire to keep it fair. Makes sense. They probably have one of these.
So, yeah, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be fair to Lando,
yeah,
Oscar, if
yeah.
you
We have to
if you
keep the
finish the race.
championship going. So I mean,
Yeah, just
Yeah, I think Ferrari would have a thing if like one of them had a 6 second pit stop, they would just give the other one 8 second pit stop to balance it out. And
yeah.
not even on purpose. They would just
Yeah.
crumble under the
They
pressure.
would, yeah. Just
Abhishek says if Lando breaks up, Oscar also has to break up with girlfriend. Great Papaya rules, excellent. Yeah, man. Where do you draw the line even? That's crazy.
Yeah, if they can sustain this till the end of the season, it would be a miracle. But it is like this whole Pandora's box situation of all types of shit that could go wrong. So
yeah, I think
hope it
so.
doesn't play out in a like. All we want to watch is on track battle between Lando and Oscar determining this championship with the X factor of Max Verstappen thrown in to make it tasty. That's the
Yeah.
ideal
Yeah.
situation
Yes.
for the
Yes.
rest of the season.
Yes.
Right. But like this papaya rule shenanigans could.
Yeah. It's like one Mario Kart where you have these two serious
Yeah.
drivers and you have one Max who's getting a
One guy.
power
Yeah,
up and
Yeah.
leaving one
Banana.
banana, throwing one turtle
Yeah.
shell.
And you
That's
see,
what we
like,
want to see.
Zach Brown throwing a shell.
At Oscar.
Oscar, exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Max,
But-
if anything, is that bullet.
Yes,
yeah,
the giant bullet.
Yeah. Super.
Bullet was at Apex first. But okay, interesting question put to I was saying Lando 293, Max 230. You think Max can catch up?
I mean, I think
Ooh.
this was a
Require-
one-off.
Yeah, this
I
track
don't
really
think
favored,
it's-
like,
yeah.
sort of get out
but
there and-
now again, Baku is, I mean, obviously not the same because there's a lot more technical and slower speed sections. But again, it is a track where if you maximize the straight line speed and if you have the skill that a guy like Max does to make it stick and make the car work through the castle section, it
But
could
Baku
work.
will probably have safety car, no? Like in the sense,
For sure.
like with
For
the.
sure.
I mean, there's one thing about this race is
Yeah.
that like once you could get out, you could
Yeah.
just get out, right? There was
Yeah.
never a chance where
Yeah.
the cars bunched up again
Yeah.
at all, right?
Yeah.
At Baku, I
Yeah.
think little tastiness
Almost
is going to
guaranteed a
happen.
safety
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, so you don't have miles and miles of sunny Italian countryside to run
Yeah,
off.
Yeah,
into,
that's
For
right?
sure.
That's true.
So I think that's going to be an
Yeah.
interesting one.
Oh yeah, shit. Just thinking back to the last Baku with the signs and Perez
Yes, exactly.
incident.
But again,
Oh.
he's like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't
Crazy.
understand why.
I don't understand.
Why put me in the
Why?
wall?
What happened?
These guys could wrap up the constructors championship. McLaren could wrap up the constructors
I
Yeah.
think,
championship by
yeah, they
Baku.
could, yeah.
Yeah, they need like
They're
some
like crazy ahead.
So I think
18
that's what
points or
they were
something. Yeah.
saying, that they want McLaren basically just want to play this safe
Till they lock it.
until they lock the constructors championship. Then they're like, "Bhai, hum fakir aadmi hai. Bye, see you, take care. You do whatever you
Enjoy.
want. Enjoy."
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think so, because they pretty much they are going to win it. Like, I mean, we all know it's highly unlikely that there's no one even near. So, I mean, I just feel like
Wow,
that's
so much
just
for
an
your allegiance.
excuse.
So much for your allegiance, Sherry. So much for your allegiance. Second team is your team. Shame on you.
But they are far away. I mean, you have to also be realistic sometimes. Now, our love is there, but it's like,
Kya
you also,
hua tera wada?
This Lewis Hamilton totally looks like he's like given up on the season. Like in
Yes.
that, like
yeah.
every comment is like,
Yes.
don't expect a podium. I'm working with the team on the 2026 car. You know,
Damn.
literally
What
everything
one
is
season
like,
at Ferrari does to a guy, right?
Yeah, but
Like
as in,
the
I think
hungriest
he looked
driver on the
a
grid.
lot more positive this weekend overall.
Yeah.
Like, as in, he didn't seem as glum as he's been overall. You know what I mean? Like, he
yeah.
looked positive. I think also the crowd was really supporting them, so he kind of got like a
The
lot of that
build-up was
positive
really good.
reinforcement.
Yeah, the
With
build-up was
Yeah,
crazy.
the event
yeah,
in Milan and all of that.
exactly.
Oh man, that
And
like
Also,
even
nice livery.
fever pitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice livery.
Very nice
Nice
livery.
livery.
Very
So
nice livery.
I think
Blue
that's
shirt, I
gonna
don't
give
know,
that
but the
boost.
livery
Yeah,
was good.
I also
Yeah, I
don't.
don't
I mean,
know.
I didn't get the blue, but I mean, now I guess.
Just HP things.
Yeah, just
Yeah, but the livery was very nice. Great tribute to Niki Lauda. And obviously, somebody who was damn important to Lewis as well. I feel
yeah.
like the build-up had all the feels and everything. And of course, he was going to be slapped with this five-place
Penalty, yeah.
grid penalty. But then he did
But
some exciting
yeah, he had
overtakes and
some
all.
overtakes which were
Of
pretty
Yeah,
course.
most
good.
number of
Dude,
overtakes
of course,
of
to add to his,
the
most test number of overtakes now. More
overtakes.
most.
Yeah.
How to be more most.
How many? Wait, StatPod. Sorry,
Just,
StatPod.
just
StatPod,
killing it over there.
StatPod. Hajar also, again, while we're on the subject,
Oh,
drove himself
yeah.
into the points, bro. So this pit lane start thing really seems to be working.
Working, yeah.
Yeah, this was the
For
first
some people,
time.
yeah.
First time Hajar got knocked out in Q1. No, that was
First
also
time?
yes, the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time.
first
Really? Yeah.
time.
No.
He was
He's
the only
never
one
got
who
knocked out.
hadn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
interesting.
he's been, I think, one of the most consistent qualifiers.
Yeah.
There was also, I mean, I honestly thought midway through the race, I was like, this is feeling like one new Monaco only again, where everybody is stuck.
Yeah.
Basically, whichever car had gone with that high top speed wala thing was just in,
Yeah.
like, it
Yeah.
was just shocking to see Russell stuck behind Leclerc. In
Yeah.
DRS, Leclerc is
Yes.
increasing the gap. Without DRS, it was
There
wild.
was a point I remember where I think it was somewhere around the 30 something lap of the race where I was pouring like water. So I looked up. I remember looking at the interval board, and there was this point where everyone is just sitting in their own 6-second gap island.
Yeah.
Literally, it was like just a bunch of
Yeah.
people running individual races.
Yeah.
With nothing.
Yeah, and then one DRS train behind Yuki
Yes.
Tsunoda
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Gabriel
Yeah.
Bortoleto. Man, Tsunoda, जो give up mara hai bhai ne in the middle of the race. It looked like chalo he'll get some point, something will happen, but
No.
completely gave up. I don't know if it was like a issue with the car or he picked up some damage or I don't know what
I
happened.
think he was battling with the Liam Lawson only, na? And then I
Oh,
think he picked
ha,
up
Yeah,
damage
oh
he
yeah,
on
picked
they
up
the
damage
touched.
from
Yeah,
there.
Liam
yeah.
Lawson.
Then again,
Yeah.
he was like, "What is this guy's
Both
problem?"
drivers who probably don't have
Yeah.
a seat for next year.
Yep.
Liam and Yuki.
Oh no,
And,
so
like,
Hajar is going to get promoted. I mean, demoted.
most likely, yeah. I mean, even he mentioned, I watched an interview of his before the race, and he was like, the goal was always to move up to the A team. Of course, the A team at
Hmm.
this point in time is like
Yes.
Feels like the B
one
team.
guy's
Yeah.
team. Yeah. But next year, new regs and all of that. I doubt that they will make a move where Hajar moves to Red Bull right now, but
Of course, yeah.
it
Oh, no.
potentially opens up like two
Seats.
full-time
Yeah.
seats
Yeah.
in Racing Bulls, given how poorly Sonoda and Lawson are performing.
Nick DeVries come back on the cards, yo.
I think this year they just realized it's going to be a shit car and it's going to be only for Max to drive. So, like, who are the drivers whose confidence we can afford to shatter this year and
Yeah,
discard
yeah.
before we get the
Bali ka bakra.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really.
Yeah.
it's going to be very sad. Did Lance Stroll finish in the points again? Was that a thing
No,
that happened? No, no
no,
rain, no rain, no party, dude. I told
no,
you.
Yeah,
no,
that's
nothing.
it.
He
There
had
we
a
go.
miserable race. He was nowhere. He was like totally off the pace of Alonso, who looked like on a different level
Yeah.
compared to Lance Stroll this weekend. So
So we
yeah,
had
no rain to save him.
Leclerc in fourth.
Fourth.
Leclerc had a very aggressive start.
Oh yeah.
I
That
was
start 5 laps was very
Yes.
tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was very impressed by him at the start, but then he also
Yeah.
sort of talked about that once he got ahead of Piastri, he burned up all his tires.
But also, yeah, how
Mm.
tasty was that Piastri overtake on him?
Yeah. Lesmo
Yeah.
won. Very
Come on,
rare.
dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Very good.
Tasty
One of the
shit.
moves of the season
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
100%. Straight
One
up.
of the moves of the season for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
So
it
good.
was
So,
damn
so
good.
good.
Yeah. But
Feisty, both of them fought really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equally, the overtake from Max on Lando was also
Yes.
severely underrated overtake because doing that around the
100%.
outside and also having the baggage of doing it around the outside and then ending up on top of Lewis's car
Oh my
before
God. Yeah.
and to still have the confidence to do that. And the
Yeah.
fact that
For the lead of the
Lando locked up while
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
that
he did.
situation
Going
and he
inside.
didn't. So I mean, you saw the both sides of Max. The desperation Mad Max who'll go over cut the corner and keep the place
Corner.
and give it back,
Yeah.
and but then the guy who can pull off that clinical
That just-
overtake. So
Superb.
good. So good.
Superb.
But with
Then
Lando, he always has an edge. Like I feel like he
Yeah.
knows like that he can bully
Yeah.
him a bit. Like that he is gonna be
Yeah,
scared.
yeah. There's that
But
phrase in
then
cricket, no bunny. When you're someone's bunny. Yeah. When a bowler basically
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gets this one batsman all the time in
Yeah,
cricket.
Call him a
Like,
bunny.
yeah, he's your bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Oh, yeah.
mental thing for Lando
Yeah.
now, I think. Like where he's always scared, you know? Like when Max is there, he's like,
थोड़ा
oh
bunny
God,
बना के
no.
रखा है उसको.
For
Bunny ka
sure.
bakra.
Bunny का बकरा.
Bunny ka bakra. There we go. Hashtag Bunny ka bakra. Russell Fairley anonymous race finished fifth.
This was the
Does
perfect
nothing,
race.
finishes
Yeah, it was set up like in the first few laps. It was almost does nothing gets podium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was almost there. Like with one or two of these moves happening, going out of place, he would almost
Again,
have got a
Antonelli,
podium.
another black and white flag weekend.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
This was the first
So,
time that I saw Toto actually like not he wasn't effusive in his praise, but he was like very matter of fact about what a disappointing weekend this was from Antonelli.
yeah.
And like this was the first time that I've seen him like be kind of mad at Antonelli because
Yeah.
the penalty and everything. But
I mean, in
Yeah.
fairness, how much higher could he have finished? Probably 2 places. Like,
I mean, he
would probably
started
have-
sixth,
Yeah, he would probably have
Yeah.
finished seventh on pace if.
probably. Yeah. But still, like it, I feel like it's all of the little details that make up that performance, right? Like you can
Yeah.
look at a
Yeah.
Gabriel Bortoleto ka eighth place and be like,
Yeah,
that was
hell
damn
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to
and-
ask because Milan in chat has brought it up. That there was that one video or reel of George Russell being asked what do you think of the race, and he says I'm speechless, and then the interviewer responds by saying, "Do you also mean speedless?" And
Wow. What?
and Russell is like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that also." It felt like
Wow.
it was an edit, honestly, but
haven't
since it's
seen
been
it.
brought
Yeah.
up in the chat, I want to know if this is the actual thing that happened. So if anyone
Oh.
in chat can know, and also please smash likes if you're around. We got 450 watching.
I think must be
And
an
only
edit,
100
yeah.
likes.
I don't think anyone would be.
That's damn hardcore, dude.
That's mean.
That's damn
That's
hardcore.
damn mean, but I just want to know from somebody if that's actually true. We'll do a couple of super chats that have come. There is Vishnu Teja saying absolutely loved the to do podium this race. Yeah, they were doing the Max Verstappen song
Yeah.
during
Another
the
insane podium. Monza podium, guys.
Yeah.
That is sensational, right? Like when you see that
It's
podium,
beautiful.
it's so good. And I was actually surprised by the love that Max was getting this whole weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Like, you know,
booed Lando
They
though.
booed, and
they were
again, that's the
booing
thing that's
Lando.
frustrating about it, right? That they booed
But
him for like
he didn't do anything.
exactly, he didn't do
Yeah, yeah,
anything,
yeah.
right? Which is what's sad
Yeah, yeah.
about the whole situation. He didn't
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
do anything to
That's
deserve
true.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah, sucks.
But
Yeah.
what
But
an
people are saying
insane
the
podium.
speechless speedless is real.
Really?
It
Damn.
was apparently a Dutch reporter who was interviewing him and said, "Ki, what do you think of the race?" And he was like, "Speechless." And he's like, "Do you mean also speedless?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess."
Wow.
Bichara. Why
Hardcore.
do that to him, bro?
Oops.
Very hardcore.
Yeah. Then we had Stormborn26 who says Yuki finished 1 minute 20 seconds behind Max. Dutch national anthem is 1 minute 5 seconds long. So if the anthem played as Max reached the end line, Yuki still wouldn't make it until
Fuck.
15 seconds after
That's
it ends.
brutal.
Oof, that is
You
a
know what
true
was
StatPod
but
moment.
what was particularly scathing for Yuki was that Max is crossing the finish line, and if Yuki had gotten lapped, he wouldn't have to go around and
Yeah.
do one more lap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he literally was just ahead of Max, just about to get lapped. And
Yeah.
so he had the ignominy of like in literally almost last place doing
Yeah.
another lap. That was
Yeah,
so
or
sad.
because it would be too embarrassing to just slam on the brakes and stop at
Brakes.
the line. Like,
Yeah,
bhai,
yeah,
जाओ
Yeah.
ना.
Like, yeah.
भाई जाना, एक और lap नहीं करने का है।
थोड़ा
Yeah,
थोड़ा
yeah.
पेट्रोल बचाने का है. And Dominic says Max Tifosi's support, Nico DNF, and Lando Booze. Yes, Tifosi. I think we've mentioned all of that. Nico
DNF at the
Hulkenberg,
start.
Yeah, formation lap
DNS
only.
only. I
Hulkenberg.
think
DNS.
didn't start only.
DNS only.
Yeah.
And also the lack of at all surprise or disappointment from it's like, oh really?
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Get the
Alright.
weekend off.
I guess.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah. Okay.
it's a notice period team, to be fair.
Yeah, in fairness.
It's like-
Yeah, that is true, in fairness.
I mean,
Okay.
I do appreciate the Tifosi and the vibe in Monza. Like every year you go back and you're like, gosh, this feels like an event. It
Yeah.
Oh,
feels
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
momentous. It feels like something that has passion and, art thrown into it. Like it just feels so rich, and I'd love to experience it. I'd like go to Monza and like be there at that podium and see the whole thing. There's I don't know if you guys caught the let's all agree that the greatest national anthem that plays on the podium is the Italian national anthem.
100%.
I love the Italian national anthem. It's amazing. The German and Italian national anthem playing back to back in the Michael Schumacher
Yeah, yeah.
era, and then subsequently the Sebastian Vettel era, the greatest 1-2 of like
Yeah.
motorsports. But the start of the race, I don't know if you caught the national anthem. There's like operatic singer is singing the national anthem, and he times it perfectly. Okay, so like building, and then right at the end, the crescendo hits and the jets fly by with
Yes.
the
Yeah, yeah.
Italian flag, the smoke and everything. It's
And
like
the way
so
they sing, like all the
goosebumps-inducing.
Italians, the way they sing the
Yeah.
anthem is like
Yeah, full on.
madness, full like emotion.
Yeah,
Full on.
molto
Full,
bene. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in
Yeah,
football,
superb.
like in the World Cup, when they do the anthems, like you always look
Yeah.
forward to just seeing
Yeah.
the
Seeing
Italian
the
players
Italians, yeah,
singing
yeah.
it. It's
It's
damn
too
nice.
good.
It's
Yeah.
really good. Okay. Anything else that we need to cover before we move on to the reason why we do this, which is the predictions?
Mhm.
No, I think it was reasonably
yeah.
like aside from these sort of bullet points, a reasonably uneventful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was top and tail was interesting.
Yeah.
Middle was totally
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. Now I'm fully done with this dirty air era, dude. Give me something new. Give me mom,
Yeah.
as you said.
Incidentally, just like in 2016 when that thing happened with Lewis and Nico, that also preceded a massive regulation change in 2017 where the cars were again totally different from those like skinny 2016 wala cars to the much then wider cars, and like they were got them longer and everything. So
Yeah. Also adding
I think-
Max in typical bitchy fashion again, as Mohammed in chat says, Dutch interviewer asked Max if he would have given up the position. He said no.
No,
of course not.
मैं तो नहीं करता.
No
No
chance.
chance.
No
I don't
chance,
even think
dude.
Lando would have done it. Like if the roles were reversed, I don't think Lando would have done that.
I agree. I don't think
Yeah.
Lando would have done it.
So
Yeah, it would have whined a lot more, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I think it would have been the same silent treatment where he would have just not acknowledged it and like
Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, my radio was off.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Sorry.
this. And then he would have fought tooth and nail, saying, "But it's not my fault. Y'all did it, so why should I?"
But also, so this is the point I was trying to make, to play devil's advocate. The fact is that chalo, they re-changed the positions and Oscar was then still right behind him. So also kind of disappointing that there was, and they said free to race. So also kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
disappointing that there was no battling. And I don't know, was it a case of Oscar on the day did not have the pace, because Lando was also catching him pretty quickly after the entire thing happened. So
Yeah.
I
I
wish
feel-
they had just let it play out and let them organically battle for the places, would have been great, but I don't know.
I mean, this circuit in general, Lando seemed the whole weekend to have like a slight upper hand
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Oscar. Like even in the race, that 6 second gap started opening up to Verstappen, but then on the back end, Oscar was also about like 6 seconds behind from him and everything. And then like right at the end, I don't think there was like much in terms of, yeah, he did seem to be getting away, but I feel like it's probably not going to repeat itself in more mixed condition circuits like the ones that are coming up, you know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Smash likes, friends, if you're enjoying the stream, and please subscribe if you're new. This is the SidePod. We do this after every F1 race and also at random times in the course of the season. Before we get to the predictions, which is the main part, we'll quickly do any plugs that we have to do. Rohan, any touring, shoring, anything going on?
Yes, much touring, showing going on. 20th of September, which is not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, I would be in Bangalore for a
Nice.
show. There's a 7:30 show, which is almost sold out. We've also added a 4 o'clock show, an early show, which is selling fast. And the weekend after that, if there's anybody here from Chennai, 27th of September, I'm also doing a nice, fun, big show in Chennai. So that's,
Very nice.
20th
Where you're
in
doing
Bangalore,
Chennai?
27th. Chennai is also auditorium. I have forgotten name. Very sorry. And Bangalore is Good Shepherd Auditorium.
Nice. Is
So,
it Music
yes.
Academy Theatre?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
But quite excited.
Okay.
Are you
for-
doing 3 shows in a day in Bangalore? Like
No, I'm
4
doing 2
PM?
shows. I'm
Two
doing a 4
shows.
p.m. and a 7:30. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems
Yeah.
intense.
This is I have given up on the 2 show life. Like मेरे से नहीं होता है अभी. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah. Crazy.
I did this for 1 year and I was like, नहीं भाई. मेरे
like,
को
yeah,
solo
I'm just
करना
because I'm doing it after a while. I'm going to do
Exactly,
it. And then
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to stop.
है.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's it. Only in this run. Another run of shows, 1 show is good.
Yeah. Okay, so I have Mumbai on the 20th with this sold out, but we're also doing a screening of United versus Chelsea in Andheri with 442. So if
Why you
wanna
do this
come
to
for that-
yourself?
So I have to run from Habitat and then run for screening. But at least in the screening, I don't have to perform that much. We'll do panel
Fair.
and then we'll
No, I'm
watch
talking
the-
about just as a United fan.
As a United
Why would
fan
you
also,
willingly
yeah.
watch a United game
Yeah,
with like 100 other people?
Yeah, that
At
is
this
yeah.
point.
But anyway, you can get the tickets for that on. Actually, I haven't put it on my link tree,
You
but
just
I will
market
put
it as Manchester United Mayat.
Yeah.
Aa jao.
Yeah, but you can come for that if you're in Mumbai. The ticket link is on the 442 page, but I'll update it in my link tree. And there's Pune on the 21st, which is like 2/3 full at Backspace, which is a new room in Balewadi. And there is Bangalore on 3rd and 4th of October, and there's a bunch more, but we'll meet before that. Yeah, okay, chalo, let's go. It's time, friends. It is time to make the reel of the week. Let's go. Predictions
Okay.
for Azerbaijan.
Okay, come on. Piastri is all like revenge arc now. He's like, no, I'll be 41 seconds ahead this time. No one will be able to tell me to swap. Okay. Piastri, and just because we're going with the Max, there's going to be Piastri, then there's going to be Max Verstappen, and then Lando Norris. He's going to physically get in there in the middle and like be a choo-choo about it. And
And
then,
Max will start like P5 or something and still find his way in
something like
between
that,
those
and then
guys.
find his
Yeah,
way
yeah,
into
yeah.
this thing.
Yeah.
And for fun, just wild prediction because why not? I'm just not going to look only while I say this. Lewis is going to get taken out by Alonso.
Arre, oh.
By Alonso. Oh,
Wow.
I'm just not going to look at the screen when I say this. I'm just.
Okay, Sherry, would you like to respond to his predictions?
Yeah. She's
Oscar
like,
and Lewis on the
Alonso and Lewis,
podium.
P1,
Oh! This is a really strange rap battle, I have to say.
Yeah. Okay, Oscar and Lewis on the podium. Any other prediction?
I think that's pretty intense.
I said Lewis will take first and second. Oscar will be third.
No, Chal, Max and Lando take each other out.
Arre,
My
arre,
favorite,
Arre,
my
arre,
favorite
arre.
kind of
Arre,
podium.
arre, arre, arre.
Okay. I'm gonna say Max Verstappen wins again. Makes race tasty. One McLaren will DNF. Actually, one or more. Because it will be with contact
one or
between
more.
each other. It
Oh,
will be
one
contact
or
with each other.
more. Oh.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
telling you
Damn.
which corner also. Turn
Is
two.
Papaya finally going rotten?
Yes. And therefore on the podium there will be one Charles Leclerc and there will be one George Russell who does nothing, gets podium. It's gonna happen, guys. I'm telling you. And
He's
there'll
ge-
be one crash in castle section.
Okay. I am going to say Lando Norris P1. I'm giving it to Lando this time. He was my prediction for Monza also, but that we saw how that went. But I kind of feel like Lando is going to get over himself and make it P1. I'm saying Max P2 and Oscar P3. So Max, I agree with
Acha.
Rohan. Max is going to start, I'm saying he's starting P5 or something, but somehow he will find his way between the two McLarens.
Okay.
And I'm saying my wild prediction is no safety car.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
that is
Oh.
very wild.
that is
Crazy.
a wild prediction. That
This
is a
is how the
mad
reel is
wild
going to
prediction.
start. This is
I
I know
want-
it. I just know it. This is how the reel is going to start. It will be like 6 safety cars.
like slam, slam,
Like,
slam.
slam.
It'll be fun. I wanted to rain in Baku. It would be damn good fun to have Baku wet race.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. It's just like a gigantic safety car procession.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole
It's
thing.
just average day
Destruction
driving in
Derby.
Kolaba.
Just
Yeah.
parade.
Yeah.
It's a parade in Baku.
It'll be fun. Okay, cool. I think that's about it. We will be back post the
Baku.
which should be in a couple of weeks' time. So I think that would be post 21st. So we'll see you back 22nd or 23rd. If you enjoy our stuff, please follow us also on Instagram, where it's this only but edited in a nice, funny way by our awesome editor Amanat. And if you know people who like F1, who want to get into F1, don't know where to start, tell them either आने का सब फालतू predictions सुनने का, then see all the people in the comments saying these guys know nothing about F1.
Exactly.
And-
this is why this is the best podcast to start with, because
Yeah.
you will immediately feel like the smartest person in the room. Even the
Exactly.
new F1 fan. So there cannot be a better gateway drug to this spot.
As a newcomer, you will come into the comments and be like, "ये लोग को कुछ नहीं आता." This is immediately you are superior to us. So yes, so come by and spread the word. We want to try to get to 10,000 subscribers soon. We are close to 8,000. So फटाफट 8,000 हो जाए, and by end of season, friends, we have to hit 10,000. Have to make
Come
it
on.
happen.
Come
Let's
on.
go. Okay. Chalo. Thank you, friends. See you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Smash a like before you leave the SidePod. Have a good week.